Alright, what is going on, guys? So it's been like a clean 69 years since I recorded and I did all that kind of stuff for you. But let me tell you, first my DS broke. Then my phone ran out of storage, so I couldn't record anymore. Then I was going to order a capture card, but my car broke down, so I needed to spend all my money on my car. I had a run of bad luck with money, and I'm just getting frustrated with it. But you know what? I got a new phone. I can record again. And the first battle that I'm bringing you guys back again is against, I want to say Honer, but I had it on a stream yesterday, and let me tell you, this guy, whenever I first saw his team, I'm like, Landorus, Garchomp, I lose. I was okay with it from the beginning. I was like, okay, I lose, but let's get this battle underway. You saw that I brought some stuff that I don't normally bring, like a Blastoise. I kind of bred that on my off time and all that kind of fun stuff. So we're going to start off. He's going to send out his Slurpuff to begin with. Now, Slurpuff is kind of a weird Pokemon. You never know what it's going to do. If it's going to be the defensive set with Cotton Guard or if it's going to be the Belly Drum set. But whatever it was, I wanted to Toxic it to get residual damage no matter what. Because if anything, I could Protect Stall and I could just do that kind of stuff. And I am a Choice Scarfed Espeon. So no matter what, I knew for a fact that I'd be okay. He did go for a Belly Drum. He lost half his HP, gained 20% back because of the Citrus Berry, and then he lost I think 5% because of Toxic. So, it's whatever. I have to switch out my Espeon because if I have any chance of doing this thing, I've got to whittle this thing down. And I send out my Torkoal because it is my physically defensive wall, and Fairy type isn't the best matchup for Fire types. And as you can see, he tanked a +6 play rough pretty well. I'm okay with that. So he's gonna keep on getting toxic damage, and I'm gonna tank that hit like a champ. He goes for a second play rough, and as you can see, I'm gonna tank that one pretty well too. 3 play roughs from a Slurpuff to knock me out. I'm gonna go for a Stealth Rocks because that I saw that Smeargle. I want to get his Focus Sash broken down. I have a lot of stuff that I just need Stealth Rocks for. And he's slowly getting hurt by that toxic damage. I have not hit him one time. He's going to go for a play rough on me, and that's going to finish off my Torkoal, which I was okay with. Because I didn't see many more offensive physical things on his team, aside from maybe Garchomp. And you know what? That's alright with me. So he does get hurt by the poison. I'm going to send in my Espeon again, because, Espeon is Choice Scarfed, and I'm like, you know what? This thing is normally more physically than specially defensive, so I'm not going to go for a Psy Shock. I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball, knock out the Slurpuff, and that is one huge threat out of the way, let me tell you. And he sends in his Aegislash. Now, one big threat right after another. He sends in his Aegislash, and I'm just like, okay, a Shadow Ball this thing. It's probably going to be Weakness Policy, but it's whatever. I get him down to half health. Weakness Policy does, in fact, kick in, and I thought he was going to go for a Shadow Ball. But no, he goes for a freaking Swords Dance. Okay, so he's at +27. He's maxed out to the extreme. How am I expected to knock this thing out? Because he's going to go for a Shadow Sneak right here, and he's going to knock out my Espeon. That's a given. Plus 143 Shadow Sneak from an Aegislash is obviously going to knock me out. But I started thinking. I was like, whoa, wait a second, Kelly. You have a... Okay, this Blastoise set is genius. I never thought of this thing before. It is a Modest Nature, max HP, max defense, and with Mega Launcher, it kind of balances out to where its stats are so crazy high. So I knew I could take that Shadow Sneak. I took it so well, and I go for one Water Pulse, and since he's in attack form, is going to knock him out. So 2 big threats that were maxed out to the extreme were out of the way early on in the battle. So he's going to go into a Smeargle. Now, I'm like, okay, Smeargle's going to run Spore, Sticky Web, Focus Sash, all that kind of stuff. But Focus Sash doesn't matter because I had Stealth Rocks. And, of course, he goes for a Spore. I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't really need this thing anyway. I have other things that I could potentially knock this thing out with. And then I was like, just kidding. No, I don't. He's going to get at the Sticky Web. Which, you know what? Hey, that's alright with me. So... I wake up first turn, and I get off an Aura Sphere, and Mega Launcher, Boost, Modest Nature is gonna OHKO this thing, no problem. So, now as you saw, he got at the Sticky Web. Now, I started to think in my head, how can I make this work to my advantage? And I know what you're thinking. Kelly, you're not a smart person. So how in the world did you think to make a Sticky Web work for your advantage? Un Memento, I will tell you, because he goes for an Outrage, he knocks out my Blastoise, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm alright with that. I'm going to send in my Salamence, because, you know, Salamence doesn't get affected by the Sticky Web. Going to go for the Outrage. He's going to knock me down to my Focus Sash, so I can get up a Dragon Dance. And that's going to make me faster than the Garchomp. So I'm like, you know what? That's awesome! I can Dragon Claw this thing and knock it out. And that's 3 of his big threats out of the way already. Go for a Dragon Claw, knock that thing out. Man, look at that. But he has the rough skin, and that knocks out my Salamence too. So now I'm kind of a little worried, because really all I have left is my Dusclops and my Nidoking, I believe. So he sends out his Pinsir. And I'm like, you know what, Dusclops? You're slow. Sticky Web doesn't really matter anyway. And I run Trick Room. So that means, because he has the Sticky Web up, that's going to make me slower than all of his Pokemon. That means Sticky Web is going to work for my advantage in the Trick Room. So, he's going to Mega Evolve. And I believe first turn, he went for a Swords Dance, I think. Oh no, he went for an Earthquake. Either way, I'm going to eat it up. Eating it up. There you go, eating it up. Go for a Trick Room. Yo, I don't know how I thought of this so quickly, but I thought of it. Trick Room worked for my advantage. I get off a Will-O-Wisp, and now he's a burned Pinsir that is slower than a Dusclops. Yo, what? Can you do any better? Look, that X-Scissor did absolutely nothing. Like, I have nothing to worry about with this Pinsir. So he's gonna keep on spamming quick attacks and X scissors and all that kind of fun lovey-dovey happy-dovey bullshit, and I'm just gonna Nightshade him and watch how much damage. Yo, Dusclops is putting in work. Like, I'm proud of this thing. He goes for another quick attack, and I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna Nightshade you, and I'm gonna knock out your Pinsir. A Dusclops just knocked out a Pinsir. Like, that kind of blows my mind a little bit. So that's one huge thing out of the way. And he sends in his Landorus. Now, Landorus, I believe, is his last Pokemon. And I'm just saying, I was a little worried. I was a little bit worried because I wanted to get off a Pain Split, so that way he would lose a little bit of health, I would gain a little bit back, and then maybe I could stall him out a little bit. He's going to go for an HP Ice, I would assume, because most things run HP Ice, and he's going to get the Leftovers Recovery, and I'm like, what do I do? Twisted Dimensions return to normal. So I need to keep that in my head. The dimensions have returned to normal. He's going to go for an Earthquake as I go for a Will-O-Wisp, and I miss it. So I'm like, okay, so I'm screwed. He's going to go for another Earthquake. I'm not going to be able to live it, but I have nothing else I can do. So I needed to pray to God that I live it, and I live it at 7 HP. And I get off another Trick Room, so I'm like, okay, maybe I can get off a Pain Split. Maybe. Who the heck knows? I could have stalled this thing out if I had gone for Pain Split, but instead, I went for a Nightshade, because I wanted my Nidoking to come in and finish this thing off, because I do love Nidoking so much, and I feel like he deserved to see the battle a little bit. And he's going to knock out my Dusclops with another Earthquake, and then right after that, I'm going to send... he gets Leftover Recovery. Might be. He gets Leftover Recovery. And I'm going to send in my Blue King. Oh, by the way, I got this from a fellow YouTuber a really, really long time ago, and I don't know if you still watch my videos, but if you do, I hope your channel is going fantastic, man. I still use your Nidoking all the time. Thank you so much. Go for an Ice Beam, and I knock out the Landorus. And that is a 1-0 victory in my favor. Thank you so much, Honer, for the battle. Like, it was honestly the best battle I had had in a very, very long time. Make sure you guys leave a like and a comment down below. Make sure that you guys subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because I just hit 100 subscribers and I need to do something for 100 subscribers. I think I'm going to sing, because I love singing and it's part of my life. So, leave a like and a comment down below, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Bye!